Hi everybody, my name is Gary Daley and I am America's Deck Builder. Today I'm going to show you how to build a better stair tread. I'm using a cab composite product, which as we all know is two materials bonded together. And nobody wants to see that at the end of their stair tread. Nobody wants to see a clean cut. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish it. We're going to picture frame our stair tread. Tools we're going to use today: an impact driver, a corded drill. I like this a little bit better. It gives me a little more speed and a little more power than a cordless. A screw that's formulated specifically for a cab composite. We need our safety glasses and a tape measure. And of course we're going to need a chop saw. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut two exact lengths. To get the lengths exact is very critical to getting tight seams at the end. So I'm going to pull this board over. It's a square edge board, non-grooved. I've already set up a jig here to stop me at exactly 48 inches. I'm going to cut an angle, flop it, slide it, cut an angle. I've got it exactly 48. I'm going to flop it, slide it, and cut it again. I've got two pieces that are exactly the same. Now I'm going to cut my corners at the end. And I've already established a line here. This is where I'm going to bring it out to, so that I have about a 3/16 gap between my two main tread boards. So it's critical that I get each of these exact as well. So I want to make sure that these are really tight, and they are. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to drill some holes through these corner pieces, and I'm going to come in at a 15 to 20 degree angle on both sides, and I'm going to do all of my triangles at once. Then I'm going to bring them in, and I'm going to continue my hole straight through into the main board. And the reason I'm going to do this in two steps rather than one is because if I try to drill straight through in one smooth action, the drill bit is going to push some junk through this hole that's going to cause these two to separate, and it's going to keep me from being able to have a really nice tight seam, which is the objective here. Now that I've got these holes drilled, I want to continue the hole into my main tread. I have to get a really good grip on here to keep this triangle from shifting when the bit touches the main board. Some junk did push through the hole. We have to scrape that off while it's still hot, and that'll keep it from acting as a barrier to a tight seam. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a screw and I'm going to run in and out of this hole twice to push all the junk out that might cause separation of the two pieces. In preparation for the installation of the tread, we have to put blocking in between our outermost stair stringers. I call these my miter plates. And they're going to allow us to install this solidly without any possibility of an elevation difference between this piece and this piece. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to orient my tread to the structure of the stairs, and I'm going to fasten it down. The reason for this screw pattern is to make sure that each of these pieces is tied down to the miter plate that we prepared down below, and that'll make a nice smooth surface. Also, we don't need any screws out on the end because we've already attached these, and this is going to hold everything down. Now we'll just move across the board and attach the tread to each of our stair stringers. So now we've got a stair tread that shows pride in craftsmanship.